we really are facing a global health epidemic here, and I sat back with the team, with Doug, the rest of the team at the foundation, and after 2 years of studying international strategy in select countries all over the world, not just in Europe, not just in Asia, but all over, coupled with a small mountain bike race in Colorado, it reminded me that I truly love to ride a bike for long hours every day. Those two things came together and said that perhaps I should get back on the bike in order to implement this strategy. That's my first and foremost priority here. I think there will be a lot of questions later on about the tour. Can I be successful? Will I be successful? What is at stake? Why come back, etc. Try to answer those when I can. I would just remind you and repeat that carrying this Live Strong message around the world, whether it be on a bicycle or through the media, is the number one goal. And I think that we have a great team in place to do that. We have a willing time in our society and in other societies that are waiting for this message. I look forward to that. A couple of details for you guys and gals. I will race in 2009 with Astana, reuniting myself with Johan Brunel. While we looked at other teams and we talked with other teams, as a friend and as a longtime partner and as somebody that really trusts Johan on every little decision of the program, I could not ever imagine racing against him or racing without him. So Johan and I will once again be together in 2009. My first race will be in Australia, the Tour Down Under. The only 3 races that I can tell you I'm doing for sure are the Tour Down Under, the Tour de France, and the Leadville 100. They don't know that yet, so don't tell them. What am I missing? A couple of people behind me that I think make this story a little more interesting. In the middle here, a young man by the name of Taylor Finney, who is the son of Connie and Davis, old friends of mine. I actually raced with Davis for many years when I first started racing here in the States. Taylor is the future of American cycling. And with this, not only did we want to have the Live Strong Global campaign, we wanted to have a development component, and I feel like by building this team around Taylor, having Axel Merckx direct the team, this is what our sport needs. I think it's one thing to have a professional team and try to win big events, but I know the perspective as a bike shop owner, I know the perspective as somebody who owns different pieces of the industry, and I think it's critical that we develop the young cyclists of the United States, and clearly Taylor is the best and the brightest. Just turned 18 years old, was 7th or 8th at the Olympics? 7th. 7, 8, I don't know the difference. It was an important piece of the equation. To his right is a gentleman by the name of Don Catlin. When I began to think about coming back, I knew that, because there had been questions in the past, many of which we consider to be unfounded, I knew that there would be questions about performance, like there's questions about all kinds of performance. If it's a 100-meter dash at the Olympic Games, or if it's 100-meter freestyle at the Olympic Games, people will question good performances, and I don't know that I can perform well. But in the off chance that I do perform well, I didn't want to leave any doubt. And so I reached out to Don and asked him to oversee this program, to be completely independent, completely removed from me, to do whatever he asked me. I would do whatever he asked me to do. I think it's a landmark program. I think it's the first time where an athlete can actually be totally validated in the chance that he's successful. And in my opinion, Don Catlin is beyond reproach. He is one of the foremost researchers in the anti-doping movement. His CV is a mile long, and I don't need to try to repeat it, but I have told Don, and I told him last night, and I'll continue to tell him, Don, I have myself, I have my bicycle, and I have my cause. You come whenever and however you want to come in order to validate these performances. And I felt like that was an important part of this equation as well. So to summarize, you have the Livestrong campaign, you have the development team with Taylor and other riders and Axel Merckx, and then on the anti-doping front, the Don Catlin component. So be happy to answer any questions, and I know that these guys will as well.